What's going on, everybody? I hope you're doing great today. Welcome back to another Cars 3 Diecast review. Today, we'll be taking a look at Louise Nash, one of the racing legends that used to race with Doc Hudson. So on my review of Heyday Louise just a couple days ago, I put a poll asking if you wanted me to review Louise Nash first or Junior Moon and River Scott. Louise won by quite a bit. Seems like a lot of people want me to review her first, and I myself wanted to review her first as well, so this worked out pretty nicely. Now, the poll on this video will be between Junior Moon and River Scott, so feel free to vote on that. However, it won't be the next immediate review. That poll just decides if I'm going to review River Scott first or Junior Moon. It doesn't decide like the next video, because I think I want to do maybe Maddie McGear or Chris Revstopski next to have some variety instead of just reviewing like piston cut racers and these legends. So I hope that's okay with you guys, and let's just get right into the review here. So Louise Nash here is from Case T. At least this one here in specific is, because it comes with a bonus collector card. Super cool. We'll take a look at that later. This one here without the collector card is in Case L. I'll be keeping this one in the package because, you know, even though it's on a worse condition card, I want to have the collector card open and not one that doesn't have it. I believe Case M is a case that has a collector card and a bonus mini poster, so I have not found that version yet, but I know people are finding them at Target stores, so hopefully I can find them there. I did find some of the other ones like McQueen, Mater, Fabulous McQueen, and Rust-eze McQueen at Target, but none of like the new characters. But anyway, of course, we have the typical Cars 3 red and black packaging, choking hazard because of the stand. On the back here, it says, blindsided by a new generation of piston cut racers, Lightning McQueen finds himself suddenly pushed out of the sport he loves. To get back on top, he will need the help of a young race technician, inspiration from the late Fabulous Hudson Hornet, who is that guy right there, and guidance from a few old friends along the way. So of course we have Rust-eze Cruz Ramirez, Terry Cargas, Heyday Louise, Phil Tankson, Junior Moon, and Chris Revstopski. So I have so far only reviewed Terry and HJ, but of course I will be reviewing the others soon. Probably Chris Revstopski will be one of the next ones, unless I decide on Maddie McGear. Not entirely sure yet. So I'll be right back with Louise out of the package. Alright, so here is Louise out of the package, looking great, but first, let's get some background on her from the Meet the Cars book, the Cars 3 edition. So, Louise Nash, vehicle type 1950 Nash Ambassador. Now, what's really cool about that is Louise Nash, the character, is based on real-life NASCAR driver Louise Smith, who I believe was like one of the first, if not the first, female NASCAR driver. And she used a Nash Ambassador, so that's why they gave, obviously, Louise Nash the last name Nash, so it kind of fits with that, combines the two. I think that's a great creative way. Her bio reads, Louise Barnstormer Nash was known as the first lady of racing. In the early days of the Piston Cup, she won 3 races in a row in her first season against Doc Hudson. As one of the first and only females in racing at the time, it wasn't an easy road for Louise. She had to steal her racing number to get her first chance on the track. But Louise's fearless driving style soon won her the respect of every car she raced. Sassy and fun-loving, she still enjoys kicking off her hubcaps and racing at top speed. And there's a nice little picture of her, so that's really cool. I like the bio. And of course, she is voiced by Margot Martindale. So I find all that stuff really cool. She is a supporting character, at least in the movie. She has quite a bit of time. I feel like out of all the legends, she has the most because of her bond with Cruz Ramirez. You know, also being a female, they bonded a little bit more, and since the movie is centered around Cruz, I do think that she is the most prominent and popular legend out of the three, River Scott and Junior Moon and Louise. So let's take a look here at the collector card. First, though, I should talk about the releases of Louise, but we'll get to that in just a minute here. Thomasville Speedway, you have a nice kind of cartoon retro image of her in her heyday state because her hubcaps, or fenders, I should say, are brown. So a little bit different paint job, but still pretty much the same. Home of 94, Louise Nash. You take off the stand here. It says, races every weekend, fastest racers every Sunday. Southern Gasoline Gold, so that must be some sort of sponsor or the gasoline they use. On the back, you have the Cars 3 logo and this foil kind of shiny rainbow finish, which looks really awesome. And here is the stand with the two knobs there, so it fits in and it's not going to fall out. You can hold it upside down. It is very sturdy in there. I love these bonus collector cards. I think they're great way to, get collectors to know that Mattel is still invested in the brand and they're not like getting cheaper and cheaper because, obviously for the same price, they are giving us quite a bit more. So as for Louise's releases, she's only available as a single in the 3 cases that I mentioned. Now there is a variation of her, an official variation called Heyday Louise Nash. And basically that version's brighter, her colors are more vivid, this one's a little bit more faded. And it's only available in the Racing Legends 4-pack and very sadly, it has only been found in Europe so far and Australia. So hopefully it hits the US and Canada soon. It is a Toys R Us exclusive, but I personally will probably buy one on eBay from Germany or something like that, the cheapest price I can find, because Toys R Us, especially in the US, is going downhill 100 miles an hour. So the Toys R Us exclusives are also going downhill. So that's just my kind of forewarning. Like, I don't think that many of these Radiator Springs Classic cars like Primer McQueen or Intro Ramon, stuff like that, I don't think they're going to hit the US really at all. So I'm buying them online, but it's okay. Hopefully they do. I always leave out some hope and optimism. But now let's take a look here at Louise. So she is actually pretty heavy. She has a lot of metal to her, which is really awesome. You gotta be kidding me. What is that? What is that there on Louise? Is that a chip? Is it seriously a chip? It's a huge chip right there. I can't really tell what that is. If it's paint, well, whatever it is, that is a big blemish. I know I complain a lot about blemishes on my cars, but seriously, I didn't find this in a store. My parents got this for me from eBay, and it wasn't cheap. So come on, Mattel, fix your quality control, please. That is very disappointing. But anyway, she has a nice smile expression on there. Very cool. I like the, kind of circular headlights there. That says Nash right there, I believe. So a nice hood ornament. We got some more lights down here. Pretty cool. Silver chrome bumper. Actually, not really that chrome. It says Ambassador right there, so obviously referring to her model. Kind of looks like she has white wall tires, but they're a little bit more beige to match her body color with the silver rims there. Here is her base. Of course, number 94 in a nice maroon color. Some black depth and shadow to it as well. Her top here is kind of like a pinkish salmon color, I guess you could say. And in cursive, Louise Nash written on both sides, which reminds me, of course, of Lightning McQueen's signatures on his roof edges. Although, nowadays his are just tacks, but they used to be signatures. Like here, on this one here, it's a signature. Moving to the back here, I really like her design just in general, how rounded it is. I just love the Nash Ambassador model. Of course, it does say Nash Ambassador there, right? It says Nash and then Hydromatic. Oh, it says Hydromatic. That's pretty cool. I like that. And her license plate reads First Dash Lady. So, of course, referring to her nickname. It says Gear Oya, something like that below it. And it says GA and then SO above it. So I don't know what those two items exactly mean, but it's nice to have those details. I also like those taillights there, and the gas cap is right there. So a very nicely detailed car. I just love her model. It's so unique. And we do have a couple other older cars to compare her to, starting with, of course, Doc Hudson. So, the shapes are kind of similar. They're very different as well, but you can kind of see a similarity. And I just saw a chip that I did not know about on Doc Hudson. I don't know how that one got there. Let's check it out. Look at how bad that is on the side view mirror. Anyway, I just wanted to point that out. I am very meticulous, but I'm kind of disappointed with Mattel's quality control lately. It's been kind of bad, to say the least. I also have here Milton caliper. This one here is a little bit more similar because Doc had some more grooves, and this one's a little bit more rounder. Or rounder, I don't know, more rounder. Don't usually use those words in the same sentence. And we have some other models that are similar here. Percy handbrakes. These are all from like the same time period, like the 1950s. She is pretty cool, Percy, or is it a he? If you'd like to see my review of Percy, the link will be in the description below. She, or he, I think it's a he, was canceled in 2010, but then they released him at the end of 2016, finally. It only took 6 years. Here we have Mildred Bylane, which I think is probably the most similar. She's quite a bit taller than Louise, though. But yeah, they're all around the same time period, so it's nice to have some of these older cars to add to the collection to have quite the variety. So here we have a pretty cool group shot with Smokey from the Heyday, Doc from the Heyday, and nowadays fabulous McQueen and Danico Cruz. These all look great together. Let me know out of the front three here, Smokey, Louise, and Doc, which one is your favorite? I think I just have to go with Doc since he's the original. He's the most prominent, so yeah, he's definitely my favorite. He's a classic for sure. So thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another video. I've been trying to produce as many videos as possible lately, so this will probably come out Saturday night. Depending on where you live, it might be Sunday morning as well. I know I did my review on the Cruz Ramirez hauler like several hours ago. That was actually quite a while ago, but I've kind of done double uploads recently for the past like day or so. So just trying to do as much to optimize my time off since it is my break. And I do go back to school on Tuesday. So the end is in sight, sadly. But thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye now.